Howdy campers. It's been a few days since I made a video because Windows Movie Maker was acting up. Figured it out though. Updated it and figured out why it still wasn't working even after the update. Anyway, this video is going to be about a book. A very specific book. I read the book on my iPad. My library, I don't know how many libraries around the country do this, but my library has this thing called ebook checkout, where you get like 20 days or 21 days or whatever access to reading a book, and you can get it through Kindle. Oops, you can get it through the Kindle program on an iPad anyway. So the book that I read, and I put it all in one day, which, well, not all in one day, mostly in one day, and it's called The Lost Code, Book 1 of the Atlanteans. And it's by Kevin Emerson. Let's see if I can get the picture to show up. That's the cover. Sorry about the glare. There you go. That's the cover. And it's a really good book. I wasn't sure if it would be a good book or not, because the summary, basically reads, you know, it's a post-apocalyptic type world where climate change has ruined the earth, and people are living in the habitable zone, and the people that aren't living in it are living horrible lives in caves, or they're in these domes, and the domes are slowly fading, slowly failing and everything, and so. The main character is this kid named Owen, who won this prize to go to and you'll understand that when you read the book, to go to this camp for the summer called Camp Eden. It's in one of the domes. And supposedly life in the domes is exactly the way life was before all of the climate change stuff happened. And because of the basic plot being about the climate change and all that stuff, I thought it was going to be a lot more preachy than it was. It's really not that preachy. Comparison. Avatar. Hugely preachy. This book, not so much. So, Owen is a special kid, and you don't learn that until about halfway through the book. He's special for one reason, pretty early on, but you don't find out what he's really special about until about halfway through the book, closer to the end. And so, like I said, if you like books like the Percy Jackson series, where it's action, very very much fiction. Then you're going to want to at least read the first book of the Lost Code series to see if you'll like the rest of it. And so I liked it, so I'm going to try to read the rest of the series as it comes out. If it isn't finished already, I have no idea. So just like I said, give it a shot, and it'll be all good. Now, there's a couple other books I'm going to be reading today and probably the rest of this week. Sorry, dog hair. It's a wonderful accessory that gets everywhere. Anyway, I'm going to be reading quite a few books and over the next couple of days. And where is that? Yeah. One's called Gone, and it's by Michael Grant. And in this one, all of the adults, basically anybody who's past puberty, I think, just disappears. Not quite sure what the rest of the premise is for it. I can look that up while I'm talking to you. So, like, I'm going to be reading that book. Let me look it up so I can look. Gone, Michael Grant. Here we go. novel series. Apparently it's a whole series. Okay, Gone is a young adult dystopian science fiction book series written by Michael Grant. And basically, it's centered around the fictional American town of Puerto Beach, in which every human 15 and older vanishes. And then the town and the surrounding areas become encased in some kind of energy barrier. So, I'm going to be reading the first one in the series. It's called Gone. Apparently there's 6 books so far, or there's going to be. No, there is 6 books. It was the latest one was released in April of this year. And they go Gone, Hunger, Lies, Plague, Fear, and Light. And so that's what I'm going to be reading. I'm going to look up the Lost Code series while I'm at it so that I can find out. So I can find out more about the books. Okay, it's called the Lost Code, but it's not the Lost Code series. It's called the Atlantean series. And I want to... Sorry, I'm trying to find basically the Wikipedia entry for the book, but it looks like I'm going to have to look up the author instead of the book, because every time I put in the book title, it brings up a bunch of stuff that's not what I'm looking for. Here we go, Kevin Emerson. He's kind of young. Anyway, books. Oh, apparently Wikipedia does not have a Lost Code series article. Huh. Interesting. That is highly unusual. Anyway, apparently there is more books. I just have to find, because it's, book 1, hello, so I have to find out what the rest of the book series is called. Anyway, you guys don't care about that. Let's move on to the next book that I'm going to be reading in the next couple of days. Like I said, Gone is going to probably be the next one that I read. And then... let's see. I finished reading The Host. It's a good book. Another one you should read. But I think I talked about that already before. Oh yeah. Okay, so yeah, that's the only other ebook that I'm going to be reading, is the Gone, first of the Gone series. And then I still have to read Quarantine and Circus Galacticus, or whatever that's called. So, yeah. Hope you guys are having a good day. Hope you guys had a great weekend. Hope you guys had a chance to at least check out the supermoon the other night. I did. About 1 in the morning I got to see it. Supposedly about 4 in the morning was when it was supposed to be the closest. Be like a big moon like E.T. I was already asleep at that time. So, but at 1 a.m. it was pretty bright and pretty big compared to a normal full moon type situation. So, I will talk at you later.